Hey Semyon, what are you sitting there for? Don't you want to dance? With you? Yes. And you want to, do some dancing later tonight, if you know what I mean? Just me and you. And Lena, maybe? I was so deep in thoughts I hadn't even noticed Lavia. Not really. Are you sure? She smiled. Maybe later. Damn, what am I even doing here? Dance man! Dance man! She's opening up she's opening up to you! Just dance! Just do it! One more invitation to dance would completely ruin my pride. I started to think about an appropriate excuse to leave. I was looking for the moment to do so. But then I saw Lena. She was slowly heading my way. Maybe we should go? Where to? I was so immersed in my thoughts I didn't really get what she meant. To the infirmary. Oh, right! I was actually wondering about that earlier when me and her were here. But if you want to stay here and dance... I thought she was going to dance. Lena had stood aside the whole evening. No, I'll pass. Let's go. At least I won't have to stand here like a shy nerd. Me and Lena can be shy nerds together. Seriously, trying to conceal myself in the corner wasn't very pleasant. A bowl and china shop would be more agile than me on the dance floor. I didn't have the slightest intention of dancing in the first place. Meh, she didn't either. That's why we'd be perfect for each other. Lena, we should do kinky things in the nurses. Well, shall we go to the infirmary? Lena brought me out of my thoughts. We'd just been standing near the canteen for some time. Yeah, sure. Thank you. Oh, what for? Oh. She looked at me in surprise. Well, for getting me out of there. I shouldn't have told her that dancing is not my thing. It's, so boring here. Seems to me you don't like dancing. There was not a trace of sarcasm in her truthfulness, even childlike face. Seems like she really doesn't understand. Yes, I don't like it at all. I'm not into it. Me too. No one ever invites me to dance. Oh. May I have this dance then? Lena blushed and stared at the ground as usual. Strange. What's strange? Well, that no one ever invites you. Oh, you think so? Again, she looked at me with an expression of surprise and a lack of understanding. I got confused and couldn't find what to say in return right away. Yes, certainly. If I liked dancing, I would have invited you for sure. Thanks. We're getting chummy up to Lena. Oh, I really like her. I do. I want to get to know her. We didn't say a word for the rest of the way. This looks very spooky. Like Michael Myers is going to come out and shank us. Lena obviously felt too confused by my awkward compliment. I just didn't know what topic to choose for a conversation. So, you like books? You want to have sex? We're going to the nurses anyway. Excuse me. It was hardly dark by that time in the gloomy building in the infirmary, covered by the night mist, looked strong like a haunted house. I just said that. Wow. Me and Semyon were so in sync. It's almost like I could be him. I felt a strong desire to turn around and walk away without making any noise. I threw a quick glance at Lena and noticed that she looked like usual, shy, modest, and certain, but not in any way scared. It just made me even more uncomfortable. I can't be that she's not scared while I... Suddenly an owl hooted nearby and I shivered. Ooh! Ooh! Ooh, Semyon, you're a pussy! Ooh! Lena seemed either to not hear it nor pay attention to it, or just not be scared by it at all. I hardly could believe the third option, but I didn't want to ask her about it, giving away my own fear. I entered the infirmary and found a switch in the dark. Ah, the light, it burns! My skin! Ah, it burns! God. I'm tired. I'm probably gonna give this like 5 more minutes. Will the nurse come later? She won't come. So that means we can do dirty things. We're about to lose our virginity. Yes! Okay, she won't come. Understood. Wait a second. What do you mean she won't come? I see. It's not that I'm afraid to be alone with Lena. Indoors. At night. With no one around. Only in movies does something happen under such circumstances. And anime. It's just that I'm with Lena, not with Ilyana or Slavia. And it seriously changed my attitude towards things happening. There are the boxes. She pointed at the messy stack of boxes. There were about a dozen of them. It would take much more than 10 minutes of work. I put one of the boxes on the table before me and started to take out its contents. There were bandages, lots of packs and bandages. Here, take this. It'll make you feel better. Then he gave me a piece of paper. There were some fields and I quickly realized I should put the name in the left, the description in the middle if there is one, and the quantity in the right field. It's not a database, but it'll do. The work started in full swing. Semyon? What? I looked at Lena. She stared at me for a couple of moments, seemingly making up her mind to do or to say something, but then lowered her gaze again. No, never mind. What? You can't do that without piquing my interest. Ladies, if you get a guy's attention, okay? And you're like, oh, never mind. You can't do that. You piqued our interest. That's gonna be on our minds for a very, very long time. And you know what it's gonna do to us? It's gonna fuck with us. It's gonna fuck with our head. That one thing you wouldn't tell us because you were too afraid to say, that piqued our interest, and you're gonna fuck with our brain. Seriously. I'm sorry, but you really do that. Coming from a guy's perspective, you do that. So the next time you get a guy's attention, think about it. Just think about it. And go ahead and say it. Don't be afraid. I mean, me, I'm an understanding guy. If you have something to say to me, I'll gladly hear it. I'm a really great listener. Believe it or not. Even though I'm doing this right now and constantly talking, I'm a great listener. I will listen to anything you have to say. Unless it's calling me a creep, in which case, that's hurtful. It was physically hard for me to just sit without saying a word. However, I didn't dare to speak first, not only because I couldn't think of a good topic for conversation, but that I was just shy. This girl could be easily embarrassed by anything. Semyon. Yes? You are counting them all over again. Indeed, I had started to take out and put into the database the bandages I had already counted. Oh, sorry. Retard. She didn't answer. Hey, where are you from? I mean, where did you come from? Meaning, where were you born? I mean, where do you live? Well, there's a town not far from here. Not far from here? Where's that? Somewhere. Somewhere under the rainbow. Looks like she doesn't want to talk about it. Is Lena hiding something too? Everyone's hiding something at this camp. They're all fucked. They're all crazy. It is explicable in the case of Olga Dmitrievna, but in Lena's case, it is absolutely not like her. Is it a secret? Am I not allowed to know? No. Just... So is it somewhere in the south too? I should have thought of something more original. Every single one of my ideas turns out the wrong way, and this attempt to play spy works out even worse. And I thought about just south just because the only pioneering camp of the Soviet Union I remember was Arctic. Yes. Nina hesitated to reply. I couldn't quite tell if she was lying or not. Bah! that face. Every time she does, I'm gonna go, bah! Don't you like it here? I wonder what part of what I said made her think so. Absolutely not. I like it here. What? Don't you like it here? Absolutely not. I like it here. What? Semyon, you goof. My false friendliness sounded very insincere, grating on the ears. What about you? I like it. It's so calm here. There are a lot of books in the library. And the people are nice. Nice, but not all of them. Liana's a bit of a bitch. Why? Did I really say that last bit out loud? Turns out I did. Whoops. Well, you know. Liana, for example, she's like an Energizer battery with a completely unbalanced point of power application. Duh! Battery. What? Maybe I really was sent back in time. Never mind. Or at least saying a pioneer is the kid's role model. Certainly doesn't describe her. If everyone started following her example, it would be a complete disaster for the country in 20 years or so. However, thinking about it now, you can draw the conclusion that everyone did follow the example of Elise Devashevskaya. That should be so simple to say, and I can't because I'm not Russian. In the 80s, where I probably am right now. She's not like that, actually. Not like that? Not like what? Psycho? Murderous? Wants to kill me? Hurt me? Rape me? Not like what you said about her. To begin with, I hadn't said anything. Don't you be putting words in my mouth. I just say the fact that she's not the best... Fuck! She's not the best example to follow. Well, maybe. Sounds like you know her well enough. Probably. I asked that question only to keep the conversation going and didn't expect an answer like that. Elisa and Lena were so different. The idea that they could be close was unbelievable for me. We came from the same town. Are y'all childhood friends? Are y'all lesbian? No! That means I can't get with any of them. Fuck! I hope they're not lesbians. As if she had foreseen my question. We have common friends, even though Elisa's 1 year older. Okay, it's a little bit strange. Oh, not like that. I'm just surprised. Everyone gets surprised. Lena smiled a bit. I took the second box. And analgium, activated charcoal, analgium, activated charcoal, saline solution, potassium permanganate, Frautzlin, analgium, science! Lena always spoke in simple sentences. How can I communicate with her if every conversation turns into a monologue or just an awkward silence? I wasn't quite satisfied with such a state of things. Sometimes it looks like she's hiding somewhere behind her mask of shyness. But what? And we're gonna end it off for here. I'm so sorry about that, but I'm tired. I have work in the morning. I have to wake up early, so have a good night, Internet. And I will see you another time. We're gonna save the game, and maybe while I'm gone, some kinky things will happen. But until then, I will see you later. Good night.